Hey, hello everybody. It is 5 o'clock on Thursday and it's time for a little live. Okay, super excited. I've been checking out all the messages already in the chat and it's great to see a lot of familiar names. And if you're new, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about sounding more intelligent with your English. Yeah, so if you are ready for 45, 50 minutes of high energy, intense English study and English practice and English energy, let me see a heart down in the comments. All right, let me see like a heart or maybe something that expresses your enthusiasm, your what am I going to say? I'm going to say excitement for this live. All right, let's see, is anybody feeling it like I'm feeling it? Or am I all alone here? All right. Hey, we got Agun, we got Painhammer, we got Ala, Little Monty's here. Oh man, we got the gang. Oh wow, Fairy is feeling it. Awesome, thank you. Ooh, yeah, creative. Oh, the black hearts, I like it. Oh, heck yeah. Awesome, cool. You guys are good at emojis. You are emoji fluent. All right, well, today we're talking about how to sound more eloquent, more fluent, better, more intelligent in English. Okay, and, well, before we get started, a little reminder that it's not just me talking, it's you you know the drill, it's you participating. Exactly. How do you participate? Well, you already got the first one with your fingers. But there are other things more important than that, okay? And that is, we're going to be working on this connection from your brain to your mouth, because we all know sometimes you understand everything, sometimes you have no problem reading and even writing, but when it comes to this connection, oh my gosh, something goes wrong, something goes haywire, something goes awry. And so I want you working on that. All right. So there are going to be moments where I ask you to what? To speak. What am I going to say? I'm going to say respond. Yeah. And okay, I understand that some of you maybe are in a public place or you're in a quiet place and you can't do it. And if that's the case, please just what's this called when you only move your lips but no sound comes out? Who knows it? Let's see who knows it. I want you to the words. Who knows this term? I want you to, it's quite intuitive. Yeah, I want you to, I'm giving you the first letter. Who knows it? If you don't want to make, there you go, Tysa got it. You have to mouth the words. Mouth the words, okay? So just because you are working on this connection, all right? If you are just mouthing the words, that still helps this connection, okay? So we're going to be asking you for participation and to really get the maximum from this live today. I need you to be working on that, to participate. If it's not with your voice, at least with your mouth, and definitely your brain, your mind, your ideas, and your fingers. All right. Well, let me tell you about my inspiration for this live. You see, I got this, I got this sort of, this like, message from this, person, sort of, on the internet about sounding intelligent. Okay, that was a little bit of an exaggeration. But what's my point? My point is those are filler words, right? There are lots of filler words. Wait, let's stop for a second. Did any of you watch the video, the pre-video that I suggested in the group? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay if you didn't. It's okay, but I want to see if anybody did. Just a little hand or a me or I did or just crickets. Crickets? Yeah. Crickets is silence. I don't know. Is that what a cricket sounds like? Okay, did anybody check it out? Okay, Painhammer checked it out. Okay, a couple of people, at least 2 or 3, did check it out. All right, it's talking about filler words. And filler words are fine. They are okay. They help you with those silent moments, yeah, or they help you to continue speaking so that you don't get interrupted. You don't. It gives you a little bit of time. But what happens? It's also nice to be able to turn them off and to have alternatives to filler words, right? And I'm going to tell you something that we're going to work on in a little bit. There's even a lot of power in silence. If you can be silent, it's very difficult. But if you can be silent, it shows a lot of control. So if you are speaking in a formal situation and you don't know what to say or you need a moment to think, don't be afraid to just be silent for a moment. And that will have a very big impact on your, how do you call it? The person who listens to you, on your, that's okay, little Monty. I didn't. Okay, people are being honest. All right, filler words. On your receiver. I love it. Okay, so let's see here. So I want to tell you a little story. All right, I was watching this teacher, yeah, and he was in a huge conference hall, professor, and he was about I don't know, there were probably over 100 people in this big conference hall, and suddenly he stopped talking. Middle of a sentence, stopped talking. Long silence. After a long silence, he said, "Excuse me, I have just lost my train of thought." He admitted it, and he stood there in silence, not saying, silence. And the entire place was silent. And finally, after maybe 5, 6, 7 seconds, he said, "Oh yeah, I was talking about this and then that and oh, right." And he started talking again. But it had such a big impact on all of us that he was comfortable being silent for so long. It was incredible. We thought, oh my gosh, this guy is so in control of his speech. He didn't need all of those filler words to cover his anxiety, to cover his nerves. It really had a big impact on me. And you can have a big impact too with silence. We're going to practice a little bit later. All right. But first, what I want to do is I want to jump into something called a vocabulary ladder. So we're going to start with a simple word and we're going to go inside and find other small nuances, things to express different ways of this word. All right. So the word we're going to use is say. Yeah? To express, to say, to tell, right? But what do you say if you say something again? What's that called? What is that called when you say something again? You starts with an R. I can think of 2 words that start with an R. Can you think of the 2? Instead of saying say again, you can say r. Who knows the 2 words? Yeah, incredible. It really was. It had such a big impact. It was literally 6 or 7 seconds. It just, wow, he wasn't saying anything. Repeat, Painhammer got repeat, and there's a second one that also starts with re. This one's much more advanced. Repeat is here. There's the other one I'm thinking of is way up here. It's re, who knows it? To retell. Okay, that's creative. Yeah, I'll accept that. It wasn't the one I was thinking of. Mine is remind. Okay, yeah. It's reiterate. Reiterate. So let's practice that word because I think it might be new for someone, for some of you. So repeat. He reiterated the main points. Could you please reiterate those points? Good. All right. Yeah. Reiterate. Excellent. All right. Thank you, Painhammer. Painhammer's got it. All right. So the next one is, what's it called when you speak softly? Can you think of 2 words to speak in a low volume? I can think of 2 words. One is easier, the other one is more advanced. Who knows it? The first one's easy. You all know what this is called. Starts with a W. Here we go. To speak. Yes, speak softly is to whisper. Do you know a synonym, another word besides whisper? Starts with an M. The one I'm thinking of starts with an M. Smoot. I don't know that word. Okay, well, good. Okay, we are growing our vocabulary. I like it. The word is murmur. Let me hear you say it. Murmur. Yeah, oh, you got it. Oh, you guys are good. Hey, you're not cheating, are you? You're not using any of that chat GPT or anything, eh? All right, murmur. Yeah. So, repeat after me. He murmured something. She loves to murmur. She's always murmuring. Good. Okay. Now, there are some other words that are similar. They sound all very similar. I hope I don't confuse you. But these mean to say something, but it's not clear. Yeah, it's difficult to understand because you are not. To speak clearly is to do you know this one? Enunciate. Repeat, enunciate. Good. And so, the opposite of enunciate is 2 words. They both begin with the letter M. Who knows one of these words? Where you sort of talk like this, you're not really being very eloquent, you just who got it? So, murmur, oh, it's also in French. Super interesting, thanks. So, murmur also means a bit unclear, soft and unclear, but I'm thinking of 2 others that also start with M. Yes, when you, so I wanted to say mutter. Ah, there we go, someone got it. Mutter? Yeah, mutter. Mutter. With my North American accent, I say mutter. Yeah, or there's another one that also starts with M. So we said mutter, murmur. Oh, you guys are so good. You don't even have ChatGPT. Okay, fair enough. Well, you don't need it. And bam, little Monty does it again. Mumble. Muffle. Muffle is to cover something so it doesn't sound very clear. Like the thing on your car that makes the engine not so loud is called the muffler. The muffler. So it's similar. You're on the right track. Okay, so repeat after me. Will you stop muttering? What are you mumbling? Speak up. You're mumbling. Nice. Okay, you see, you can use the word say. Yeah? Say softly, say clearly, but it sounds so much better when you can use these specific words. Makes you sound so much more intelligent. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Now, if you say something officially, yeah, what verb can we use to say something officially? Who knows? Say something officially to. Well, today I would like to. More formal, yeah? If you're in a business setting or you're making a presentation and you want to sound intelligent, it's important to know these words. What do you say? Another thing, ooh, announce. I like it. Announce wasn't even on my list. Declare. Declare was the one I was thinking of, and the other one I was thinking of is with an S. Announce, great. Declare, or to simply, there's also a noun from this, is st. St, announce, declare, and st, sta, sta, te, state, to state something, yeah, and to make a statement. You probably know the word statement. Okay, so he made a declaration. They made a statement. I would like to state for the record. Silence, everybody. I would like to state for the record. Excellent. A little bit of shadowing. Nice job. Okay, great. And the last one. Last one is to say loud. Yeah, to say something loud. What do? Yeah, again, I just love the Beatles for learning English. They have a great song, Twist and, that was a big clue, shout. Twist and shout. What else? Shout or to speak loudly is shout or, I'm thinking of one other, scream. Yeah, scream and shout and let it all out. Dun, 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 dun. Speak up. Yeah, speak up. Shout. Scream, shout. To groan. I like groan. Yell. Pain hammer. That was the other one I was thinking of. Yell. Exactly. So we have those three. What's the difference? Yell and shout are basically the same, and scream tends to be ah, like a high pitch. Ah, and unpleasant. Scream is unpleasant. Okay, fantastic. You guys are awesome. All right, so we're working on the ladder, right? We're finding all these different levels of something that is common, but there are nuances. Yeah, careful, that's just one word. Nuance means a small difference. So repeat, there are many nuances. Languages have many nuances. Good. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to do a little vocab challenge. All right, we're just going to go for the word nice. Okay, and the objective is to get at least 5 synonyms for nice, because, I mean, nice is fine. Nice is a good word. Nice is a nice word. Yeah, but it is so overused. And so it's great to have a lot of options besides nice. All right, so let's see. Oh, Payne got it. All right, let's see if we get 5 synonyms for nice. Ready, steady, boom, go. Nice. Here we go. 5. You can do 5. Wonderful. Cool. Pretty. Pretty is very common. Extraordinary. Wow, great word. Fun. Wonderful, beautiful, great. Wow, Allah is like, Hold my drink, watch me go. Boom, boom, boom. Amazing. Awesome. Kind. Oh, there we go. No one said the one that I was thinking of, which starts with a P. Anyone? Stupendous. Yeah, extraordinary. Stupendous is great. Can anyone think of one? Decent, yeah. Awesome, good, great, nicely done, great one. Oh man, you're so good. And so one that starts with a P. Little Monty got it. Pleasant. I was thinking pleasant. Yeah, it's a very nice day. It's a very pleasant day. Or there's another one that's very common that I haven't seen, which starts with an L. We'll move on when I see the one that starts with L. Very common in the UK, in British English. They love to use this word. Just gave you a hint. Who's got it? Starts with an L. The British love to use it. Okay. Everyone's like, lovely, lovely. Okay, yes, okay, I see. You know that word. All right, good. Well, I hope you learned some new expressions in here, okay? So, because we're always being positive, and it's nice to have a rich vocabulary. You don't always want to be saying the same thing. Sometimes I teach people synonyms, and they say, extraordinary? Is this really necessary to know the word extraordinary? And yes, it's true. You can do fine with just lovely and pleasant and nice and great. Yeah? You can survive in 95% of the conversations with just those words. But it's nice if you're with a very cultured, educated group and you want to use a more impressive word. Well, then you have those resources as well. You have those resources too. You have those resources in addition. You have synonyms. Yeah? And that will also help you with your confidence. Okay, great. Let me scroll up, make sure I'm not forgetting any of these gems. Oh, you guys are so good. All right, let's see here. Yes. All right. So one thing is to have a big vocabulary. But another thing that's important to do, the next thing I want to talk about is structure, is knowing how to organize your ideas so that they are what? Who knows what I'm going to say? I'm not going to wait for it, but I hope you're all trying to finish my words. The ideas are coherent. Let me hear you say coherent. Coherent. Yeah, coherent means they have a logical connection. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. All right, so let me hear you say, this is so coherent. He made an incoherent statement. That statement was incredibly incoherent. Good. All right. So we're going to talk about some of the words for organizing your thoughts, for organizing an argument, for organizing a debate. All right. So let's see here. Imagine you are going to make several points. Quick joke. Point, yeah? This is point, right? And when you touch on a certain topic, those are points. And so when someone has a good idea, I love to say, oh, that's a good point. And my friend, you know what he likes to say when I say that? He says, no, Mike, this is a good point. You're right, that is a really good point. You get it? All right. So what were we talking about? Oh, so putting your thoughts, putting your ideas in a sequence. So what can you say? Well, the obvious one is you can say 1, 2, and 3. But is there a more intelligent way you can say that? Yeah? Imagine I want to say, oh, there are 3 things that you can do to sound more intelligent in English. Here's number 1, here's number 2, here's number 3. Or I could say, who knows it? I'm specifically thinking of 2 different ways to put numbers on your ideas, to put numbers on your points. Who's going to get it? You can say 1, 2, 3, or you can say, oh my gosh, you guys are so good. This is just so much fun. Who's going to get it? You can say, several, sure, but I'm asking, what words can you use specifically for saying 1, 2, and 3? I can say, oh, my point number 1 is this, my point number 2 is this, and my point number 3 is this. But it doesn't sound very impressive to say number 1, number 2, number 3. You can say, firstly, secondly, and finally, or lastly. Yeah? So, or you can say first, second, third. Yeah? Or first, second, and last. Okay? So just takes you up another level to be able to use that kind of vocabulary. All right? Now, what about on this expression, on one hand? Yeah? You say on the one hand and on the other, when you're giving 2 sides of an argument, 2 sides of a perspective. Yeah? So, we're going to work on that. Well, let's stop. Let's work on that together now. All right. So I want to see, it's your turn. All right. It's your turn. I want to see your creativity in the comments. You're so nice. Oh man, you guys are sweet. All right. So let's practice this. All right. So I want you to say out loud, on the other hand. All right. So I'm going to start and you're going to complete it. And I want you to write it in the comments. Okay. So the way it's going to work is, on the one hand, a city is a great place to live because there are always so many things to do. Okay, so that's the one hand. A city is a great place to live. On the one hand, there are a lot of things to do, and now I want you to give me the other hand. Okay, so I have said a positive thing, a pro about living in the city, and I want you to say, on the other hand, you can think it or write it. On the other hand, here's something negative. On the one hand, on the other hand. Let's see. On the one hand, I don't like my job. On the other hand, I need money. Okay, I like that. I like that example. But let's stick with this example of a city. Yeah. On the one hand, there's lots to do in the city, but on the other hand, that's a weird tone at the start though. It's hard to nail. Yeah, it's a little tricky. On the other hand, getting a job there is kind of rough nowadays. Getting a job in the city could be. On the other hand, it's overcrowded and I prefer living in the countryside. Oh, these are great. And on the other hand, usually we say, but on the other hand. But on the other hand, living in the city or life in the city is expensive. Good point. On the other hand, it has a lot of traffic jams. Yeah, traffic jams, great vocabulary. On the other hand, it is too noisy. Yeah, it's very noisy, super noisy, incredibly noisy, awfully noisy. All right. So crowded. Yeah, crowded. Oof, lots of people. Yeah. And on the other hand, there's no more green places. Yeah, tell me about it. I stay so far away from the beach. Right, exactly. Okay, good. You people are amazing. Okay, so we're talking about creating structure. So we talked about firstly, secondly, lastly, or finally. We talked about on the one hand or the other. And what is an expression you can use when you are adding more information or you're adding more points? So we all know and. You can say and. But what are some other ways to express and? Do you know? I can think of at least two. At least two are coming to mind. Maybe more. Let's see. All right. Hey, Carlota. Good to see you. You made it. All right. Let's see here. Carlota. We're talking about what to say instead of and. You don't want to just say and. Good. We got in addition to this. Good. And I'm thinking plus is a little strange. Moreover. Ooh, moreover. I hadn't thought of moreover. That's a great one. The other one I thought of was F. Starts with an F. Does anybody know this one? New York restaurants make delicious pizza. On the other hand, Trump has a tower there. Let's not get political. All right. Moreover, I was thinking furthermore. There it is. Furthermore. Nice job, guys. Furthermore. Yeah, furthermore is a great one. So repeat. Furthermore. So try this. I like New York. And New Jersey. Furthermore, it's very close to, I don't even know, my geography on that part of the country is terrible. Furthermore, they are close to Rhode Island? All right, in addition to that, all right, exactly. It's this, it's that, and furthermore, good. All right. And we've talked about two of the points, right? One is vocabulary, having synonyms. The second one is creating structure, knowing how to put your sentences into the correct order and having the vocabulary to do it. And the third is, are you ready? The third is, I want you to participate. All right, I want you to participate in this one, and we're going to see how good you are. All right, so let's see here. So I want you to practice this sentence, okay? And I want you to say it out loud. All right, you're going to say it out loud. So, okay, or at least you're going to mouth it, okay? And the question is, what is the secret to a happy life? And I want you to speak it out loud. Speak out loud. What is the secret to a happy life? And I want you to use these tricks. Firstly, secondly, thirdly, I want you to use furthermore, all these things. Go. 20 seconds of solo, you and the camera, you and the screen, practicing. And when you're done, write done in the comments. D-O-N-E. MD, you're funny. Who's done? Are you done? Have you done a little exercise in your head? Practice these things. Yeah? Firstly, reiterate the question, please. All right. So the question is, what is the secret to a happy life? And I want you to use these tools to structure your answer. Furthermore, firstly, secondly, thirdly, yeah? And in addition to those, done. All right. Okay, so this is just taking a moment to put into practice. You're awesome, random guy. Thank you. I really enjoy what I do. All right. Done, done, done. Super cool. All right. So, gang, the last one, the last thing. I got a little bit distracted. I lost my, do you remember this? I think we talked about it last week. I lost my train of thought. So the last thing that I promised we were going to talk about was silence. Practicing silence. Yeah? Because we already talked about how big of an impact it can have when you take a pause. All right, so I'm going to teach you 3 power phrases. 3 power phrases, okay? The first one is, that's a great question. Let me think about it for a second. Repeat. Good. The next one is, it's interesting you bring that up because, repeat. Good. And the last one is, off the top of my head, I'd say, repeat, off the top of my head, I'd say, good. Off the top of my head? What does that mean? It means I have not thought about this before. For example, you say, oh, Mike, what's a good book that I can read to help me with my English? Oh, well, off the top of my head, I would say the Harry Potter books. I haven't thought about this much, but I would say that. Off the top of my head. Okay? So, and I want to give you one more phrase, which is, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's on the tip of my tongue. Right? It means, what's that word? Gives you a little moment to think. All right. So, let's practice. And I want to practice not only saying these phrases, but giving me a pause afterwards. All right? So, let's practice. It's on the tip of my tongue. Good. That's a really good question. I'm glad you asked it. All right. And, well, off the top of my head, let me think. Nice job. Yeah. What is our tendency? Our tendency as speakers, as communicators, is when there is a pause, we want to fill it with sound. Right? That is the tendency. And that's okay in a normal conversation because then you are communicating, hey, don't interrupt me, so I'm going to say I'm going to say, or something like that to say, hey, I still have things to say. But if you're giving a presentation, a pause can have an incredible impact. Okay, you guys are awesome. Well, let's see here. How are people doing? How are people off the top of my head? I would say having a connection with God. Oh, these are great. Hold on a second. I have to see your answers. Let's see what people are saying here. You got to take thanks easy. Furthermore, accepting others and have empathy in serious situations. This is great. Firstly, being happy is being grateful for everything. Secondly, is being around friends. And finally, doing what we love to do. I love these. Firstly, good connections to friends. Normally we say with friends and family. Secondly, regular self-care. And finally, having lots of fun. Heck yeah. I think the secret of happiness, or secret of a happy life, is obviously money. Okay. And secondly, cars. Furthermore, biking. And thirdly, makeup. Okay. All right. Firstly, you should try to manage your emotions. Secondly, you need to understand that you have only a limited amount of time. I know. Any day. All right. Furthermore, if you live without fear, you can really be happy. Live without fear. Okay. Wow. These are so good. Off the top of my head, I would say having a connection with God. I read the purpose of life is a life of purpose. Oh, wow. Oh, I like that. Okay. Wow. You guys are always amazing me. Okay. Well, let me throw it out there to you. Any questions before we move on to the announcement? Yeah, I have an announcement. So let me see if there are any questions before we move on. Take a couple minutes if there are any just quick questions, nothing like super elaborate, nothing about the meaning of life or anything like that. That's my question. All right. Anything awesome? Don't feel obligated to ask a question. It's only if you have something that you were thinking of. If not, we'll just move on. We will continue. We will progress. Okay. All right. Awesome. Cool. All right. Well, let me see over in the chat. Let me see if this helped you at all to feel more confident. Yeah, to feel more confident. Yeah, did anyone feel like, this actually was useful, it helped me? Or give me a thumbs down. I can take the criticism. Give me a thumbs down if you think, well, no, this didn't really help me. I don't feel more confident now. I'm ready for it. Yeah, I can take it. I can take it. What do we have? Thumbs up, thumbs down behind me? All right. And I hope you didn't worry about taking notes because we are going to put all of this in a workbook and send it over to the Telegram group. And don't tell me that you're not in the Telegram group. If you're not in the Telegram group, click on this link over here, I guess, and get in there because that is where we are doing daily challenges. All right. Let's see here. How can I involve my son to speak English? Oh, wow. That's a great question. How can I motivate my son to speak English? Well, it's tricky because you know what happens is when you tell a child to do something, we feel like, oh, hey, don't tell me. You're not going to tell me what to do. I'm going to do the opposite. So what did we talk about last week? Who remembers? We talked about this magic phrase that changed this person trying to sell bus tickets for a tour bus. It changed from 10% of the people saying yes to 30% saying yes with just a simple phrase that gave the other person the what? The power. Because people don't like to feel pressure. They don't like to feel like you are telling them what to do. They like to feel like, oh, I am making my own decisions. So how can you give people the power? Does anyone remember the phrase we talked about last week? Do you remember? We talked about it. I think it was, we counted 6 or 7 words. Yeah? Watching cartoons in English, but don't feel obligated. You're right, Carlota. It's that sentiment. But there was a special structure, an expression that we used at the beginning. Starts with F. Starts with feel. Does anyone remember? Feel. It wasn't don't feel. It was feel. Does anybody remember? It was a week ago, I know. Anybody? Okay, well, I can see it's good to review or to revise. All right. So the sentence was feel. Little Monty, you got it. Feel free. Feel free to say no. 5 words. Feel free to say no. Yeah, give them the power to say no, and then make the suggestion. Feel free to say no, but then you come in with your proposal. Hey, it's okay if you say no, but here's what I suggest. And yeah, I would say show them a world, an exciting world of English. Cartoons, movies, singers. Oh, wow, and you get excited about those things too. Oh, wow, this is so cool. I'd love to share this with you. If excitement and enthusiasm is contagious. If you're excited about learning your English, that will be transmitted to your children. But you have to be careful, because when you go on top of them and say, do this, sometimes they want to assert their own personality and say, no, I'm my own person. I make my own decisions, right? It's a bit tricky. Good question. Yeah, feel free. All right. Okay. Well, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, can we please have a drum roll? Drum roll. Yeah. Okay, well, we have been doing these lives and doing all sorts of tests with you, getting information and seeing what you want. And so we have decided to launch something called the Chameleon English Club. Yeah, it's going to be a small group of people who are intensely interested in improving their English, and every week having challenges and stimulation so that you can continue to improve your English. And unfortunately, this is going to be the last live of this type, just for free. I've been doing it for free all summer long for about 3 months now, and I intensely enjoy it. But I want to find a group of people, a smaller group of people that is very serious about learning and improving their English. So I have hired a team that is creating something called the Chameleon English Club. Yeah, and it's going to be starting now. I have to read my notes because I didn't want to mess anything up. The great thing about it is if you're interested, you can sign up for it, and the first week is going to be free. You know, because, I mean, come on. I don't want to force you into anything that you don't want to do, and you say, oh my gosh, I paid this money, and then this is crap. Oh, forget it. I want my money back. No. We're not going to do it like that. No. The first week is free. You jump in, you try the club, and you say, yes, no, maybe so. It's totally... Oh, here we go. Are you ready? Feel free to say no. But no, honestly, feel free to say no, or feel free to try for a week and then say, you know what? Not for me. It was a good try. I appreciate all the free things that I get from Mike, and I'm just going to stick with that. Because I am going to continue to be doing things on social media, posting things, and I'll still be around. But I wanted to create this, this small elite community of people who are really excited about English and put more of my energy into that group. What is the Chameleon Club going to be? Number one, it's going to be a safe place. The safest place on the internet where you can make mistakes, where you can try new things, where you can experiment, where you can improve. Because you know that part of my philosophy is making mistakes is essential, is fundamental, is extremely important for learning a language. That's the way the kids do it. And we all know the kids are the real experts at absorbing, acquiring language. So the first one is a safe place where you can express and work on your English. Next one is a supportive world community. We are going to be connecting other people like you who are super excited about learning English. And we're going to be giving you opportunities to use your English and connect with others. Okay? So, safe place for making mistakes, connecting with people who are just like you, who are excited about English, and the third one is going to be spontaneous immersive workshops. Sorry, I had to read that one. Make sure I got it right. Spontaneous immersive workshops. So I am going to be dropping in unexpected challenges, tips, lives, unexpected things to get you stimulated and motivated to learn English. So out of those three questions, let me ask you a question. Okay, so a safe place to make mistakes, a worldwide community, and a place where I am going to be doing spontaneous, immersive things to get you speaking English with classes and places where you can be speaking with each other and with me doing these types of lives. What of those three things is appealing to you, if any? Are any of those attractive? Are any of those appealing? Yeah, let me see in the comments. Agung, no problem. I totally understand. You're awesome. There it is. There's the link if you're interested, right there. Cool random guy. Are any of these things appealing to you? Are they interesting? And some people are saying to me, but Mike, why? Of course, it is going to cost money. People are asking me, wait, why do we have to pay? You do this for free, right? Yes and no. I do lots and lots of content for free. Yeah, you know that. I do lots and lots, but I also have to eat. And here is something that's true. Tell me if you agree. Tell me if you agree. If you pay for something, if you are committed economically to something, you are more engaged. You are more committed to something if it's not free. I have tried, let me tell you a story. I do theater. That's what I do. I do English theater for students in Spain. And sometimes in the past, I have offered free shows. Yeah, free shows so that people can see the wonderful work that I do, right? And what happens? If it's free, do they take it seriously? No. Oh, they cancel the day before, or they want to reschedule 3 or 4 times, or nobody comes, maybe like 3 or 4 people. They don't take it seriously if they're not paying. So I know for me that if I have money invested in something, I also have a bigger commitment to that thing. Yeah. So for those two reasons, we have decided to create this intense, smaller community, this English Chameleon Club. All right. We are looking for some founding members. And what we're going to have is, with the first members, I am going to have a personal relationship with you as we decide what is the best way to move forward and help you. You are going to have the opportunity to really form this new Chameleon English Club and help me make it incredible. I think I and my team, we can make it good. But with you, I think it will be amazing. So I'm really excited about getting this small group of people who are excited and passionate about English and are committed to this club. So again, no brainer that at the beginning, it is going to be the first week free. Okay? So feel free to just, if you don't have any money, no problem. Just take the first week and then get out. I will not be offended. Yeah. So think about that. Hey, and if you're in here for the first week, you can give me suggestions. Just because you can't, what's it called? afford it doesn't mean you don't have valuable input that you could give me to make this club incredible. All right? So there it is. The big announcement. We have been preparing this for months, talking to people, thinking about it, brainstorming, and trying to give a better and better experience for people who really, really want to learn English. So let me see if there's anything else. All right. Well, I just want to say I'm going to sign off, but I want to say thank you for being here. I love this journey that we have had. It's been incredible. We're going to continue using the Telegram group. It's not going to be as intense. The really intense energy is going to be on the Chameleon Club, but it will still exist and function. And thank you for all of your support, engagement, questions, follows, shares, all of those things. To be honest, you have changed my life. You've changed my life. And this has been, it has been, and it continues to be an incredible journey. So I look forward to hearing your responses. Please talk to us in the Telegram group. Send your messages here. I'm going to go over all of the comments to see if I got them. I will review the video later. And go out there and keep on. Continue being amazing and getting better and better every day. And I hope to see some of you in this small, very special group of the Chameleon English Club. All right, everybody. Well, it's been fantastic. See you in Telegram, and have an amazing Thursday. Take care. Bye. All right, how do we do this?